Hi, dear friends. It's so good to be back here again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, of course, right here. Southern Kaduna wants region carved out of Kaduna to stop bloody violence. This is interesting. It's getting more interesting. This is no longer a fight for a Yoruba nation alone or the Biafrans and all of that. It is really getting more interesting because we never expected the Southern Kaduna to even make such a comment that they want their region carved out of Kaduna. Anyway, guys, there's more to these details, but I'm very sure you would like to hear what is going on right here. But please ensure you stay tuned, relax, enjoy. Make sure you subscribe. If you have not subscribed, give our videos a thumbs up, turn on the notification bell, ensure you like and share our videos. All right, guys, without further ado, let us dive right into the details and see what is happening in Kaduna State. Okay, dear friends, without further ado, it says right here that the Southern Kaduna People's Union has sought a new state from the present Kaduna State to stop the bloody violence that seemed to defy solution in the state. This was part of the presentation and defense of the Sokapu memo during the Northwest Public Constitution Review hearing in Kaduna on Wednesday. And of course, you know that the Sokapu is the Southern Kaduna People's Union. Yes, in case we read that along the way in this report. Yes, and Sokapu President Jonathan Ashake said the Southern and Northern Kaduna, infamous for the incessant inter-ethnic and religious clashes for decades, have agreed that creating a new state from the present Kaduna State will solve the age-long problem. The wish of Southern Kaduna is to have a brand new constitution, not an amended one. In the absence of that, we are here to make our inputs as a people who have suffered suppression and oppression for a long time, he said in a report. He added, Southern Kaduna is made up of 67 ethnic nationalities spread in 13 of the 23 local government areas of Kaduna State. It has a landmass of 26,000 kilometers square with an estimated population of 5.1 million. We are endowed with an educated population and with abundant natural resources. Our land size is greater than that of Kano State, which has a land mass of about 20,000 kilometers square. Yet, Kano is a state of its own with 44 local government areas. Our population is greater than 21 other states of the Federation. Therefore, we are demanding the amendment of Section 8 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which makes it almost an impossible task for the creation of a new state. We have been demanding for a state of our own for over 30 years, and Gurara State was among the 18 states proposed in the 2014 Confab report. We are demanding the creation of the Gurara State after the amendment. This will help in solving the incessant conflicts between our people and the other divide. Sokapu also asked for removing the Land Use Act from the Constitution and its amendment as the law so that the communities of the families would have larger control of their ancestral lands. Similarly, the northern part of Kaduna, under the edges of Kaduna Development Elders Initiatives, while defending the memo of the group said, we are conversing for the creation of a new Kaduna State from the present Kaduna State, and we want the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria amended to make this possible. Kaduna South has been complaining of marginalization ever since, even though chiefdoms have been given to them, and they occupy 60% of the workforce of Kaduna State. It is. I think this is just very constitutional, and it is not even what a group or Southern Kaduna People's Union to come together to request for. These are things that should happen naturally. When a state has become too big, it should be divided to create. They should create another state out of it, just as it were in other states. Sometimes example of such is like Agitate State and Ondo State were together. Somehow they broke Agitate State out of Ondo State, and so on and so forth. Even in Delta State, it was Benin and Delta. It was Bendel back then, and when it became too large, they had to separate the two. One was Benin and the other became Delta. So really it is very constitutional that things like this, once a state has become too enlarged, especially when they occupy about a very they are a very huge population, and they occupy a very big kilometer square and all of that, they really need a new state. Like they explained in this report, that they've been asking for this for a very long time now, and even there was a time that they were supposed to be given that opportunity to have a new state, but somehow they were not allowed to create a new state because, maybe depending on what happened at that time, but it said Kano is a state of its own with 44 local governments. But how can Kaduna, which is bigger, has about 23 local government areas? He said, so it does not make sense. So from that 23, if they create a new state for them, they can actually have other local governments under that state. And one thing very important that they said even if they create a new Southern Kaduna state, that it shouldn't go on, it shouldn't continue carrying the same constitution as that of the Kaduna state, that they don't want any amendment whatsoever. They want a fresh constitution. Everybody in the country understands that the constitution we're using now does not make sense, even both for the state and for the federal government. And if this constitution is not scrapped and rewritten, we're still going to continue in the same circle. So it is very, very important that all of this, especially the constitution, be worked on, not amended like they are saying. And they're right for saying that. They explain that the Southern Kaduna is made up of 67 ethnic nationalities and is spread in 13 of the local governments, of Kaduna State, and its landmass is about 26,000 kilometers square. And Kano, that has about 44 local government areas, is just 20,000 kilometers square. So you can see somehow they have been depriving them of that privilege of having their own state because it is large enough. And they said they have a population that is an estimated population of about 5.1 million people. So you can imagine how big Kaduna is. So it is big enough to have a state of their own. But somehow all of this has to do with politics one way or the other. So some people do not want a new state. Some want because of what they are going to get out of it. Once a Nigeria is thinking, and the first thing they think is, what am I getting out of this? And with that, they put effort in it. Aside that, well, it's a petite case. But I just hope this is not totally political. I hope so. But if it is, well, I don't know about that. So my dear people, that is it. Thank you so much for listening. Whatever you have to say about this, please drop it in the comment section. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time.